This is B15 to JFK Airport. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Broadway. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Park Avenue. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Park Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Myrtle Avenue. Transfer available to B54. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Myrtle Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Willoughby Avenue. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Willoughby Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Pulaski Street. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Pulaski Street. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and DeKalb Avenue. Transfers available to B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and DeKalb Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Lafayette Avenue. Transfers available to B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Lexington Avenue. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Lexington Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Gates Avenue. Transfer available to B52. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Gates Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Madison Street. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Madison Street. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Jefferson Avenue. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Jefferson Avenue. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Halsey Street. Transfer available to B26. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Halsey Street. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and McDonough Street. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and McDonough Street. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Fulton Street. Transfers available to the C train and B25. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Fulton Street. Next stop, Albany Avenue and Fulton Street. Transfers available to the C train and B25. This stop is Albany Avenue and Fulton Street. Next stop, Albany Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. This stop is Albany Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. Next stop, Dean Street and Albany Avenue. Transfer available to B65. This stop is Dean Street and Albany Avenue. Next stop, Dean Street and Troy Avenue. Transfer available to B65. This stop is Dean Street and Troy Avenue. Next stop, Dean Street and Schenectady Avenue. This stop is Dean Street and Schenectady Avenue. Next stop, Dean Street and Utica Avenue. Transfers available to the A train and B46. This stop is Dean Street and Utica Avenue. Next stop, Dean Street and Rochester Avenue. This stop is Dean Street and Rochester Avenue. Next stop, Rochester Avenue and Bergen Street. This stop is Rochester Avenue and Bergen Street. Next stop, St. Mark's Avenue and Rochester Avenue. This stop is St. Mark's Avenue and Rochester Avenue. Next stop, Buffalo Avenue and Prospect Place. This stop is Buffalo Avenue and Prospect Place. Next stop, Buffalo Avenue and Park Place. This stop is Buffalo Avenue and Park Place. Next stop, St. John's Place and Buffalo Avenue. Transfer available to B45. This stop is St. John's Place and Buffalo Avenue. Next stop, St. John's Place and Ralph Avenue. Transfer available to B47. This stop is St. John's Place and Ralph Avenue. Next stop, Ralph Avenue and Eastern Parkway North. Transfer available to B14. This stop is Ralph Avenue and Eastern Parkway North. Next stop, Ralph Avenue and East New York Avenue. Transfers available to B12 and B14. This stop is Ralph Avenue and East New York Avenue. Next stop, Ralph Avenue and Sutter Avenue. Transfer available to the 3 train. This stop is Ralph Avenue and Sutter Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Winthrop Street. This stop is East 98th Street and Winthrop Street. Next stop, East 98th Street and Clarkson Avenue. This stop is East 98th Street and Clarkson Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Lenox Road. Transfer available to B7. This stop is East 98th Street and Lenox Road. Next stop, East 98th Street and Wilmore Street. This stop is East 98th Street and Wilmore Street. Next stop, East 98th Street and Church Avenue. Transfers available to B35 and B35 Limited. This stop is East 98th Street and Church Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Hegman Avenue. This stop is East 98th Street and Hegman Avenue. Next stop, Hegman Avenue and Thomas S. Boylan Street. This stop is Hegman Avenue and Thomas S. Boylan Street. Next stop, Hegman Avenue and Bristol Street. Transfer available to B60. This stop is Hegman Avenue and Bristol Street. Next stop, Hegman Avenue and Rockaway Avenue. Transfers available to B60 and B8. This stop is Hegman Avenue and Rockaway Avenue. Next stop, Hegman Avenue and Osborne Street. This stop is Hegman Avenue and Osborne Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Mother Gaston Boulevard. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Mother Gaston Boulevard. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Sackman Street. Transfer available to the L train. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Sackman Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Van Sinderen Avenue. Transfer available to the L train. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Van Sinderen Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Hinsdale Street. Transfer available to the L train. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Hinsdale Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Malta Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Malta Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Georgia Avenue. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Georgia Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue. Transfers available to B20 and B83. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Vermont Street. Transfer available to B83. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Vermont Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Bradford Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Bradford Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Miller Avenue. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Miller Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Schenck Avenue. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Schenck Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Jerome Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Jerome Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Ashford Street. Transfers available to the 3 train and B84. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Ashford Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Elton Street. Transfers available to the 3 train and B6 Limited. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Elton Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Essex Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Essex Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Berryman Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Berryman Street. Next stop, Dumont Avenue and Montauk Avenue. This stop is Dumont Avenue and Montauk Avenue. Next stop, Dumont Avenue and Fountain Avenue. This stop is Dumont Avenue and Fountain Avenue. Next stop, Fountain Avenue and Hegman Avenue. This stop is Fountain Avenue and Hegman Avenue. Next stop, Linden BI Service Road and Fountain Avenue. Transfers available to B20 and Q8. This stop is Linden BL Service Road and Fountain Avenue. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Euclid Avenue. Transfers available to B13, B20 and Q8. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Euclid Avenue. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Crescent Street. Transfer available to Q8. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Crescent Street. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Autumn Avenue. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Autumn Avenue. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Eldert Lane. Transfer available to B14. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Eldert Lane. Next stop, Hip CTR Parking Lot. This stop is Hip CTR Parking Lot. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and 78th Street. This stop is Linden Boulevard and 78th Street. Next stop, Lefferts Boulevard and Air Train Station. This stop is Lefferts Boulevard and Air Train Station. This is B15 to JFK Airport.